to the channel. It's Michelle. This week I'm bringing you along for a little bit more of a fun and exciting week in my life, at least for me. I'm really excited. I've got quite a few fun plans up my sleeve. I'm going to a book release party that's also a queer prom, so I'm so excited about that. And then I also have a book club meeting. We're currently reading Rebecca and I've been loving it so far. I'm gonna try a new to me coffee shop downtown, and then also Pop-Up Bagels just opened on the Upper West Side and I've never tried it before, so I'm also gonna bring you along for that. We're gonna try Pop-Up Bagels and I'm gonna hang out with my YouTube friend Casey. So it's gonna be a fun little week. Also stay tuned to the end of the vlog for a little Gap and Doen haul. I stopped by my local Gap, and one of the great things about living on the Upper West Side is that it's not really a young and trendy neighborhood, so they were pretty much fully stocked in store with basically the entire Gap and Doen collection. So I'm really excited to show you guys what I picked up, but without further ado, why don't we just hop into a little week in my life in New York City. Hello everyone, I'm about to start getting ready for something so exciting. Aline and I got invited to this super cool book release party that's also a queer prom. The book release party is hosted by Casey Tanner, who is Queer Sex Therapy on Instagram and probably on other socials as well, but I've been following them for ages. I love their account, so it was so exciting to get this invite, and I love that they're doing not only a book launch event, but it's also an event for queer folks to reclaim prom, because obviously a lot of us were closeted during that major life event. And I was very, very, very deep in the closet in high school, honestly through college as well, and it was a really tough time. Like, looking back, I can see like how painful and difficult it was for me, and I was just grappling with so much like internalized homophobia and was just really, really, really scared. So it feels kind of surreal to be able to reclaim and relive those memories, but in such a better place in my life. I now live in New York. I'm very happily out and proud as a queer person in the city, and I love being gay. Like, it's so wonderful and has connected me with so many cool people, and I feel so at peace and authentically myself for the first time in a long time these last few years. Since I publicly came out in 2020, I guess, so like almost 4 years ago now, these last 4 years have just been like the best of my life, I feel like, and it's only getting better. When I was in high school, I had a boyfriend, and he was a few years older than me, so he was in college for 2 out of 3 times I went to prom, and he very much let it be known that he did not want to go, and I wish I would have just gone with friends instead, but I was just determined to show that I had a boyfriend, I think probably because I was closeted. So I'm really thrilled to be going to prom without him this time, and to have it be my own experience, and to share it with my sister and best friend, and also her partner, who's a good friend of mine now. A good friend of mine sounds so formal. We're like best friends, and have like such a fun trio dynamic. And yeah, it's going to be so fun. I have my little outfit back there if you didn't happen to notice it, for tonight, and I'm super excited about it. It really came together today, like kind of last minute. It really was the only dress in my Nuuly that like I felt super confident and cute in, but it wasn't really like the look that I was hoping to pull together. But I found some really cute accessories, and I'm going to, like, I don't know, do my hair and makeup really cute, and I think it's going to be such a cool, like, kind of like 80s influenced little outfit. So I'll walk you through what my outfit looks like, where I got everything, and then I'm gonna do like a big everything shower. We're gonna like shave, moisturize, wash my hair, maybe do like a face mask or something. But yeah, I'm looking forward to getting ready and to like enjoy the process of getting ready. It's gonna feel so fun, like major rom-com movie montage vibes. So let me walk you through what I'm going to be wearing tonight. All right, so this is my little dress. It's from the brand For Love and Lemons, but I rented it through Nuuly. It's just the absolute best. It's so cute. It's velvet. It has these beautiful, like very 80s sleeves, and I picked up this super cute pearl necklace because I don't actually own a pearl necklace, and I picked it up at Only Hearts. It's a little boutique. I think they have multiple locations throughout the city. I did not know they had jewelry, but I really wanted to add pearls just to make it feel a little bit more unique than just wearing my regular like gold chain necklaces. And I think it'll look so cute and vintage. I did pick up this vintage little clutch. I found this at the Niche Shop, which is a really cute curated vintage store. They have a location on the Upper East Side and the Upper West Side. They're not even a year old on the Upper West Side, but I love this little clutch. I don't really have many formal purses, at least here. I think I have some back in my parents' house, but I didn't have anything besides like my bagoo and some like very casual leather bags. So this is perfect for this look. It has like this really pretty beaded detailing, so I think that that's gonna go so perfectly with this little look. And then for shoes, I'm going to be wearing these little kitten heels from Vivaya. These shoes were gifted. I worked with Vivaya a couple years ago, and these are super cute, very comfortable, so I think they'll be great for dancing all night long. So yeah, that's the outfit. I'm really excited to put it on and show it to you guys and everything, but let's get ready now. Popping in to thank the sponsor of today's video, Osea. I am so excited to be working with them on this video. I've loved the brand for years. I love how they're female founded and have been family operated since 1996. I also love that the brand is clean, vegan, and cruelty free. I recently went in for my annual dermatologist appointment, and it was just such a reminder for me to take better care of my skin than I already do, specifically the skin on my body. I feel like I have a pretty good, solid skincare routine for my face, but the skin on our bodies makes up 90% of all of our skin and deserves the same care and attention as our face. I don't know about you, but coming out of the winter and going into summer, my skin has been so dry and definitely has needed a little TLC. So I've been turning to the new Osea Hyaluronic Body Serum for a more intensive treatment to make sure that my skin is fully hydrated and well taken care of. Let's be real, especially when going into the summer where I want my skin to feel extra moisturized, glowy, and smooth. Something that I adore about this product is that you don't have that like really gross, like greasy, sticky, tacky feel after you put it on. It's just such a silky smooth, lightweight gel that is also really fast acting. I also love how it's fragrance free and oil free for all skin types. I have super sensitive skin. I tend to get a little bit of acne, a little bit of chest acne, so I can't really mess around for products that aren't taking sensitive skin into account. Of course, we love the hyaluronic acid in this as well. It instantly boosts the skin's hydration by 161% and improves the skin's natural moisture barrier instantly for 24 hours of non-stop moisture. You can use this in the morning, in the evening, on dry or damp skin. You can also layer it with your regular body lotion to really lock in that hydration and be silky smooth wherever life may take you. You can use my code Michelle and Aline for 10% off your Osea purchase, and make sure to click that link in my description box to check out this new serum. It really is phenomenal. I am so glad that I was able to use it when getting ready for this book launch event because it really did help me feel so smooth, so glowy, so confident to take on the night. So with that being said, I'm gonna finish up moisturizing and let's get back into getting ready. Okay, so we just did our everything shower. I'm all moisturized. I'm just brushing out my hair before blow drying it. I've realized that as much as I like to start my getting ready process with my makeup, my hair ends up being something that I'm like more picky about and ends up taking me more time than I allocate for. So I have started to start my getting ready process with doing my hair first, and I feel like it just makes so much more sense. Okay, I've changed into a lighter robe because the other one I was just literally coated in sweat. I recently picked up this, just a regular Conair 3/4 inch curling iron, and I really like how it makes my hair look. So I'm gonna curl my hair just all around my head. I prefer to use this kind of as a wand away from my face. It's just so much faster for me like that. So we're gonna just do that all over our head, and I really like the effect. I feel like the curls are a lot more bouncy, less beachy, and a little bit more upscale, if you will. This set is really tricky to see. Yeah, for sure. Okay, So the hair has been curled. It's definitely like very tight right now, but I'm going to kind of like brush it out or shake it out and maybe add a little bit of like hair oil as a finishing touch. But I doused it in so much hairspray and curled it really tight because I don't want it to get too flat. That is the main thing. I've noticed that with the New York humidity compared to when I used to live in Montana, my curls don't keep as well. So I try to always go a little bit more heavy-handed with the curling iron, and I think it's gonna look really pretty and bouncy and soft when I finished it. But I don't want to brush it out too early because it's only 6 and I don't think we're gonna leave here until 7, so we still have a whole hour, and I just like don't want to do it too prematurely. Glow screen. Even though this is a night event, I feel like this works as kind of like a flawless filter vibe from Charlotte Tilbury. Just adds a little bit more glow to underneath my foundation, and it's nice because then with this I can also use it as a sunscreen versus like the flawless filter isn't an SPF product, so it's dual purpose for me, and I really like the way that it lays under my current foundation. I have been doing a lot of practicing of my ideal makeup look. I think with like dating and stuff and going to like a few events here and there now that the summer season is kind of gearing up, I've had to get ready and like, I don't know, I feel good about my current rotation, which is really nice. I don't think I'm gonna put any on my forehead just because then it like gets my bangs greasy. Maybe just like the remnants. I'll just throw them up there. The remnants of the product on my hand, but not too much because if not they just like weigh the bangs down and it gets like super oily. But yeah, I'm feeling good about my current makeup rotation. I am dangerously low on this Say foundation. This is the Glowy Super Skin Foundation. It kind of smells odd and that's a little off-putting, but I really like how it's a good amount of coverage without being too cakey.
Hey.
Yeah.
If I close this door, can I play towards your clothes department?
Yeah. And I found that this with the glow screen and this, they just like don't pill. There's no weird like clinging to dry patches, but there's still like a good amount of coverage and it's still glowy. And I'm not going to experiment when we've got kind of like more of an important event tonight. I'm not gonna like get too crazy. We're gonna stick with what works. That's my new motto for like skin stuff, especially after a big breakout gate around my jaw this winter. I look really pale right now. We're gonna douse ourselves in bronzer and it's going to be such a good look. Okay, that like covered pretty well around here. Yeah, it kind of looks like I'm wearing a mask right now, but it's definitely not gonna stay that way. I've been using my fingers because my stippling brush from Merit kind of like fell on the floor and mixed in with like some Rogue kitty litter, which is very cute. So we're not going to interact with that brush until it has been thoroughly cleaned or replaced. This is so exciting because when I went to prom, it was the worst era for fashion, objectively. I went to prom in 2011, 2012, and 2013. Objectively, I think we can all agree that that was the most tragic time for hair, makeup, fashion. It was just not good. So I'm really excited to have a look today that feels a lot more me. It's vintage inspired, and I feel like me in high school would have passed out from excitement at witnessing this look. So I feel like she would be proud. I am really low on this NARS creamy concealer as well, but I love this concealer. I've gone a little bit rogue with my concealers for the last few months, but I have been finding myself trying to squeeze out every single drop of this NARS concealer. It just lies and it just wears so nicely. Again, so creamy, so such good coverage, but not cakey, doesn't cling in a weird way. So just gonna put this on areas that I want a little bit more coverage. I'm so glad that like I don't have any active breakouts right now. It's always such a gamble to like know what your skin is gonna be doing by the time like an event rolls around. Feeling good, feeling confident, which is what we want. I'm really excited about this event, and I'm really excited about this book too. Let me pull up the details of it just so I can share in case y'all want more information about the book that we're celebrating tonight. So the book title is Feel It All by Casey Tanner, and it's a therapist's guide to reimagining your relationship with sex, which is so cool. I can't wait to read it. Honestly, sounds right up my alley. I read Come As You Are earlier this year and absolutely loved it, but I think it would be really cool coming from a queer sex therapist perspective, because there was some queer stuff in Come As You Are, but I would love like a POV from someone who is queer and who specializes in queer relationships and sexuality. So really excited about that. I also know that a few friendly acquaintances of ours are going to be there, so thrilled to yeah, get to catch up and see people that I've been meaning to get together with. I used this NARS smudge proof eyeshadow base to go obviously on my eyelids, and I'm going to add some pressed powder just to kind of like ideally set it a little bit more because I have super oily eyelids. I might add some underneath my eyes too. But now let's actually add some color because I'm looking a little ghostly. I've gone back to this Hoola bronzer because I'm sorry, it just works. I love how like long lasting it is, and you know, we were doing something right back in like 2016 and it was this bronzer. Already warming up the face so much, so I'm thrilled. I don't really do like glam makeup very often, so I like kind of just stick with what I do when I do a full face, and I guess I'll do like more of a dramatic eye and maybe go like a little bit harder on like the face makeup just so that it like lasts all night and it's like a little bit more makeup-y and obvious, like not as subtle. I want to keep it like elegant but like also maybe like on the classic side, just so that, you know, after you go through life and you lean into trends too much, touching on like the high school stuff, you really realize how valuable a classic look is, so that you look back on photos and you're like, wow, this actually aged pretty nicely. I love this Tarte Peaceful blush. Right now it looks a little bit crazy in the camera, but it's gonna blend out really nicely. It's another one that has like really good staying power. I feel like it just like wears really nicely throughout the day, and I've had like a couple people ask me what blush I'm wearing, which has never happened before, so I consider that a sign of like, okay, this is a good product. I have such like droopy eyebrows. I feel like if I had the budget for it, a what is it called, getting your eyebrows laminated, I feel like that would really help, because all the hairs just like want to be pushed downwards, and then it looks like I have like a ton of gaps. So I feel like as much as eyebrow gel is nice when I first put it on, like it is so helpful to just have a little bit more reinforcement in the like bald patches that tend to form. It just like already looks so good. So I borrowed this from Aline for tonight, and I think that like I might have to go back to it. I love the Merit eyebrow gel, but I feel like this is such a nice like first step for eyebrows, because mine just need some backup, honestly. I'm really excited because I believe tonight is an open bar, which is huge. It's so nice to be able to not pay for drinks, and I haven't been really drinking that often. Honestly, alcohol was not mixing well with my old medication, so I have just not really been drinking that much, and my tolerance has kind of like gone down. And as much as I love like a glass of wine with dinner here and there, I kind of prefer to have a little drink when I'm like going out with friends, even just like getting cocktails with friends, not even like clubbing, but like getting a cocktail with friends, going dancing. Like I would so much rather have a drink then and there, where like you can get a little bit goofy and have a little bit fun and like let loose. But yeah, I'm kind of excited because I haven't like taken the edge off in a little bit, and it'll be fun to do it in a dancey social setting. I'm going in with the Merit eyebrow gel just to really enhance the fluffiness and try to like keep my eyebrows up instead of like their usual saggy behavior. I'm going to use my Ilia eyeshadow palette. It has seen much better days, but I'm gonna try to squeeze out as much product as we can. I missed out on the Sephora sale this year, but honestly I'm proud of myself for like really using up everything I have before buying more stuff. I think that I have proved, even in this Get Ready With Me, that I've been doing that, so that's been great. And now when I buy something next at Sephora, at least I know that I'm actually in need of it and need to like replace whatever it is. But I do wish that I would have gotten some backups during the sale, because it just like adds up so quickly. I'm gonna do like a few layers of this because it will like sweat off a little bit even with the primer. I'm super curious, when you're getting ready, do you do hair, makeup, outfit, outfit, hair, makeup, outfit, makeup, hair, makeup, hair, outfit? Like what's your combination? I feel like my natural instinct is always to do makeup first, but I've started doing hair first, just as I was talking about, because my hair usually, like I'm a little bit more like precise with it, and it always for some reason takes more time than I think. I always like act like I could do it in like 5 minutes, but it always just like needs like a solid 15, 20, 30 minutes if I'm gonna like curl my hair from scratch. So I'm really curious like what everyone's ideal combination is, and I like to do makeup second because that way I feel like it's a little bit more fresh when I go out into the world. But yeah, whatever floats your boat. Let me know in the comments down below what your ideal formula is. I'm doing like a smudgy eyeliner with this eyeliner brush. I think this is what this like angled little guy, and like just lining my upper and lower lash lines a little bit with these two shades, like this like maroony brown and then this like shimmery darker color. And it looks really, I feel like it looks good. I feel like we're coming up with something that's a little bit out of my typical like just day-to-day eyeshadow. I think that looks pretty good. And we're gonna do some shine control powder. This is just the Neutrogena pressed powder, which I really like. It's another one that I think I started using kind of like in college, right around like the 2014, 15, 16 Beauty Guru era. And it just like is really nice. It's affordable and not too heavy, not too light. I'm gonna do a little bit of a highlight. I'm gonna use the Merit highlight stick. I'm gonna do a highlight, and then Aline was borrowing my mascara, so I'm gonna go grab it from her. And we'll do a check-in with Aline as well, don't worry, before we head out. I just wanted to do like a chatty get ready with me, and she's playing Taylor Swift in the other room, as is her right. So we'll do a catch up with her too. Also, of course, I'm gonna do a lip, but I usually like do my lip, honestly, like right before I leave the apartment, just so that it like lasts longer. But I am pretty happy with this. I'm gonna put on mascara as like the finishing touch. I'm gonna need to pull my little mirror close, and my little mirror, I don't know if you've noticed, but it is very covered in smudges and needs to be like Windex or something, but we don't have time for that today. But here she is in all her splendor. But I definitely need to get close to really make sure that I'm properly coating every lash. But I love this CoverGirl Outlast mascara. I get the brown shade, so it's a little bit more natural, especially like for a day-to-day look. And I really like it. I feel like it gives really good curl when my lashes are very straight. I'm super curious what everyone is going to be wearing tonight. I have this like fear of being like either too overdressed or too underdressed whenever I go to a function. At least in New York, I feel like people like go all out with dressing up, so I think I'll be okay. But yeah, I'm just super intrigued about like what the looks are gonna be tonight. Again, I don't have a lip on yet, but trying to show off your makeup is so awkward. I feel like I'm just like, look at my face. Okay, I know that the background of my room is so messy, but I am so happy with how this outfit looks. I just feel like it all came together so well, and we're gonna definitely take some clips out and about, lots of photos, so I'll make sure to insert those. But yeah, this dress looks so cute. The only thing is I wish I got like double-sided fashion tape, because these are going to fall down all night long, but we're just gonna have to make it work at this point. Make it work. Team Gun. Maybe this will show it off a little bit better. We've got a little purse. Back up as much as I can. This is like terrible composition, but you get the gist. This dress is so cute. Let me make sure that you can see the hair. The hair ended up looking super good. So yeah, this is the cutest I've looked in a vlog in forever, and it feels really good to be like, yeah, this is I can be cute. I can be cute and I can dress up. I'm not always in like a ironic tee. Aline, do you want to come show off your look?
I mean, I don't have shoes on.
Are you gonna put them on?
But they're dirty boots, so.
Hi! The sound of serving. Serving. So cute with the vest and the gown.
Thank you so much. If you guys are wondering, I might also do a couple of pics like this with it just like,
oh, so cute.
Open.
Both ways look so good. We'll insert lots of footage and photos, because I'm sure we'll capture some really cute stuff.
Yeah, but I think that we're both serving such creative looks, which is kind of fun for something that is such a specific theme and vibe.
Yeah,
so
we want it to be a little bit
proud of
unique.
Understanding the assignment.
Yeah,
you know?
For sure understanding the
I just feel like it's serving a little bit like, there's this term online called whimsy goth, and it's kind of like Sabrina and the Teenage Witch coded / like Phoebe Buffay seasons 1 and 2. So
that's 100% what it's giving.
So
ready to dance.
Ready to dance, babe.
Queerness saved my life. And I don't just mean that figuratively. During the darkest chapter of my life, understanding myself as queer is what made me decide that I wanted to keep living. And so I have come to understand queerness as a proximity to aliveness. It is what puts us in touch with our sense of vitality and vibrancy. It puts us in direct relationship with life. Coming out or coming into ourselves comes with so many emotions because it is a process of embodying ourselves more fully in the world than ever before.
Thank you so much. The straight one. Do you want hands on yourself?
Hello everyone, good morning. I'm actually all dressed up and ready to go for the day. I have a really fun day ahead. First of all, wanted to touch on that gay prom was a success. We had so much fun, really tore it up on the dance floor, and yeah, it was such a healing night, and I had so much fun with Aline and with Ellis, and we ended the night at a little diner in Greenpoint, and we just felt like the main characters. And that's exactly how you should feel in your own life, in your own story. 10 out of 10, excellent experience. So glad I got to bring you guys along for that. But today I'm actually headed out because I have a book club meeting. I'm really excited. I've honestly, full transparency, not finish the book, but this book club is very not judgmental when it comes to not finishing the book, and I fully intend on finishing the book. We're reading Rebecca, and I'm really loving it. I'm actually listening to it on an audiobook, and I'm obsessed. I love a little gothic novel moment, so I've been absolutely loving it. I think I'm like 75% done with the book, and honestly, hot take, but I don't really mind spoilers. In fact, sometimes spoilers make me more excited to actually finish the piece of media that I'm ingesting, so I'm here for it. But we're meeting downtown at a really cute coffee shop. I can't remember the name off the top of my head, but it looks very like moody, dark academia, so I'm excited to bring you along for that. And then I'm meeting up with my friend Casey, who is also a content creator. She makes amazing YouTube videos, so I'll make sure to put her handle for her everything down below and on the screen so that you can follow along if you like cozy, comforting content. If you like our videos, you'd absolutely love her channel too. I'm wearing my new Doen Gap collab pieces. We're taking them out for a spin today. I'll maybe do a little haul for you guys because I've talked about the collection on all my other channels but not here on YouTube, but I did pick up some pieces yesterday. I love living on the Upper West Side because it's not a very trendy young neighborhood, so the Upper West Side Gap was fully stocked with like everything. When the collection went live on the website, everything was like pretty much sold out, but Upper West Side Gap had pretty much everything that I wanted. So really excited about this little look. I have some fun blue socks on from Le Bon Shop, and we're gonna do some loafers. But yeah, let's get this Saturday started. Friends, I had such a fun day going to book club and then meeting up with Casey later. First of all, it was so fun to try a new coffee shop. I'd never been to the Conwell Coffee Hall, but I've seen people post about it on social media, so it was super fun to check it out. I loved the ambiance. It's located in what I believe is an old bank in the financial district, so it was so moody, very dark academia. The coffee was really good, and it was so fun to just sit around and analyze the book that we all read and hear everyone's perspectives. I love hearing people's different takes and just like analysis on different forms of media, so it's so interesting even just as a spectator to listen in on the book, and it made me honestly more excited to finish Rebecca. I'm almost done. I have just like a few chapters left, and I've been really loving listening to it on an audiobook. The performance is really good. I've been listening to it on the Spotify premium membership where you get like a certain amount of hours for audiobooks a month, so it was a grand old time. It was so nice to see everybody. I have missed the last few meetings because I've been sick and then I was traveling, so it was really nice to be back in the swing of things with book club. And then I ventured back uptown and stopped by Pop-Up Bagels, and oh my god, did it live up to the hype. I'm not even kidding. Like, I was worried it was gonna be one of those like viral things that just like does not live up to the hype and it's just not worth it, but these bagels were so fluffy, so soft. The flavors were amazing. The salt bagel specifically was my favorite. We tried an everything bagel, a salt bagel, and a sesame bagel. So the salt bagel was my favorite, and we also tried the red pepper cream cheese, which was absolutely to die for. My mouth is like filling with spit even just thinking about these bagels, but 10 out of 10 would recommend, and so exciting to have them on the Upper West Side now. It's in an area that was kind of dead for a little while. So it's really cool to see businesses popping back up after so many closed during the pandemic. Casey and I then ventured to Central Park and sat on a park bench and ate our bagels and talked for like 2 hours straight, just like nonstop. And it was so fun. I love seeing like internet friendships come to life and become real, like in real life friendships too. So it was so nice to see her. And then honestly, I just came back home and edited a TikTok, and then Aline and I started watching the new season of Bridgerton, which is just so good so far. I think we have 1 episode left of this first part of this season, and we're loving every second of it. We're honestly like gripped with the plot. But why don't we finish off this vlog with my little haul. I'm not going to try things on, but I will include like footage or pictures of the pieces on, because I did film a haul on TikTok, so make sure you're following me on TikTok for extra content. It's just a little bit easier to film short form content, honestly. So why don't we start off with, this was the piece that I originally bought online. So I logged on my little laptop at very promptly at 12 p.m. Eastern time, and this was the piece that I originally like was definitely certain that I wanted to pick up. It's this beautiful little eyelet midi dress with some really nice smocking. It's just so beautiful, these details. It's just classic Doen, very like romantic, whimsical, but also like the Gap classic. So I originally ordered this online in a large, and then when it occurred to me I could just pop in the store and try things on, I tried this on and actually ended up getting it in a medium, and it fits perfectly. So I sized down in everything, and I think that Gap usually does tend to run big, which is good because this collection was not size inclusive. So as I said in the TikTok, I'm hoping that at least if folks are a double XL, they could still fit in the XL. So that makes it a little bit better, but still like sucks that they're not size inclusive. I don't know why these brands, when they're partnering with companies like Gap, like why don't we just open up the sizing? It's just so stupid to me. I ended up spending way too much money because I tried everything on and then told myself maybe I should just like buy what I'm thinking about and then continue to think about it when I can try them on again at home and like get a second opinion. But now I kind of want to keep everything, which is quite a conundrum. But this is the piece that I actually went into the brick and mortar store for, because it had already sold out when I popped on the website at noon, right when the launch, you know, went live. And I was devastated about it because this is something that I've been on the hunt for a long time. I have been wanting, let me just finish buttoning this up. I've been wanting a little delicate short sleeve, little ruffle collar blouse for probably since like last summer, and honestly years. I've not gotten over the Peter Pan collar craze of like the 2013, 14, 15 era, I think it was. I feel like this is just kind of like a staple in my style, and I don't really have a lot of like more elevated textured pieces in my wardrobe. I'm definitely like a basics girl, and I love that, and I tend to reach for those so much. But it's nice to be able to pair casual pieces with things that are a little bit more elevated. So I absolutely love this little 100% cotton blouse. All of the stuff that I ended up picking up is 100% cotton, which I absolutely love. And now it's time for the skirt showdown. I did pick up their iteration of the Sebastienne skirt, which is so beautiful. The only difference really is that it has this elastic waistband at the back, and the Sebastienne skirt has a zipper. And there's also this eyelet lace that takes up the majority of, like 75% of the skirt, versus the Sebastienne skirt, which I actually had already bought, and now I'm trying to decide between the two of them, has more of like a simple just plain cotton with these like really pretty stripes and then little eyelet at the bottom. Why don't we just pull them up and showcase them side by side? So obviously the Doen version is way more expensive at like $228 versus the $99 for the Gap version. Unfortunately, I think I am leaning towards the Doen version because it's just, it seems a little bit more classic, a little bit more Aline told me that the eyelet was kind of giving childish and the Sebastian skirt might be more timeless. So let me know what you think down below. Obviously the price difference is insane, but I had been thinking about the Sebastian skirt for like the last 6 months, and I know I'd wear it to death. So, oh, I have one more thing to show you. Last but not least, I did pick up the button down. I usually try not to spend full price on button downs because they're so easy to thrift. This one has this really beautiful collar, and this added detail just really combines like the two elements of my style, which is a little bit more buttoned up, a little bit more like clean cut, classic masculine, and then some like cute little romantic textured details. So I know I'm gonna wear this so much, so I kind of caved and ended up buying this. I honestly am not a big shopper, especially when it comes to clothes. I tend to get overwhelmed with all the options out there and then just end up not really investing in clothes. So this felt like a good opportunity to pick up some pieces that I know will be staples in my wardrobe. I was really impressed with the quality. All of this is 100% cotton, and I know I'll wear it for years and years and years to come. And a lot of these pieces were actually major gaps in my wardrobe. I'd been wanting like a little delicate short-sleeved ruffle collared blouse for ages, and the same with like a petticoat vintage style white skirt, and those things are kind of hard to find secondhand in modern sizing. I'm a 31.5 inch waist, and I've been trying to scout a vintage version of like the Sebastian skirt like on Depop or Poshmark, eBay, all of those, and they're really hard to find in a waist size that's like bigger than like a 26 inch waist or something like that. So I felt it made sense to spend a little bit more on these like vintage silhouettes that are in modern sizing. This collection definitely was still a little pricey, especially for Gap, like way more expensive than like a classic Gap standard piece. But if you're familiar with Doen, they do such beautiful pieces and they're really sustainably made, but they're definitely at a higher price point, ranging from like $200 to like, I've seen some of their pieces be like $600, and yes, they're like 100% silk and things like that, but that's just not in my budget currently. So as a fan of the brand, it was really fun to be able to go into the store, try on a bunch of things, and I was really impressed with like the quality and also really classic styles, and at least for me anyway, are such a natural fit into my wardrobe, and I know I'm gonna get so much use out of them and continue like wearing them and styling them in different ways for years to come. So that was my little haul. I hope you enjoyed it. And thanks so much for watching this video. Thanks so much to Osea for sponsoring this video, and make sure you use my link to check them out. Until next time, you can always follow me on Instagram and TikTok to keep up with me, and yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye.